We've been on Milkrite Cluster Exchange for 1 year. We started that because we used to do all our own gasket maintenance on all our claws. I had one outside employee that devoted a lot of time to the maintenance of our claws, and once we found out about the Cluster Exchange, we gave it a try and realized that I could have that guy outside doing a lot more important jobs than working on gaskets all the time. And it's nice for our employees. Our employees in the barn that are milking really like it because, let's say, for example, you get one machine that has a gasket that's stuck in air or isn't quite right. Milkrite sends you an extra 4 or 5 claws, and they grab a spare, slap it on, and we don't have to worry about fixing it. The Milkrite Cluster Exchange makes it really nice for our logistics of ordering the clusters. Basically, it's on a set schedule. You get it 3 or 4 days before your actual change, the date is due. And whereas before, I always had to be on the phone calling a service guy, hey, make sure you got stock 3 boxes of liners, and we'd have to have an extra set of shells if we did that right, or change them out on the spot. But logistically, it made sense for us because it shows up at our front step basically 2 or 3 days before the date we need to change them. Slap new ones on, don't have to worry about popping liners out of shells or having an extra set of shells that you need to clean, and slap them on and you're done about 20 minutes before we start milking. One advantage that we have had with Milkrite as well is their quality control from the liner to the cluster exchange, pickups and delivery throughout the various suppliers that you go through for it has just been excellent. Very, very rarely do we get a machine that has a gasket that's bad. In fact, I don't think we have ever had one that we receive a cluster with a bad gasket. When we did things ourselves, we didn't set the gasket quite right. It might take 2 or 3 days before we find that problem, and we've probably milked 50 cows through that machine already. And yeah, we've been very happy with Milkrite's quality control.